Hey guys, it's review time. I've got Sideshot with me here, and we are going to review 2 BioLite headlamps, and we thought, what better place to do this than Yosemite National Park? We're getting ready to do some night photography, some star photography, and so we're going to use these headlamps, and we're going to test them out and see how they do. Now, the big one is the BioLite Headlamp 750, that's 750 lumens, and then the smaller one is going to be the 200. It's the BioLite 200, and I think I'm going to use the big one, and I'm going to get. All right, so I'm going to use the small one. Sideshot's going to use the big one, and we're going to test these out and let you guys know how they do. So keep watching. All right, so here we go. This is how they come. That's the 750. Y'all see what's about to happen here. And this is the 200. Which one do we want to open first? This one?
Yeah.
Let's see what's in it. Go for it.
Alright. Have to cut that first. Nice box.
Alright, so inside, you've got the actual headlamp.
Ooh.
And a control module.
Cool.
Yep. Okay.
Instructions underneath. Are you kidding?
Yep. And this is your cords. Alright. Run forever cable. Right there. Alright. So we're going to get these charged up. Now let's pull this one open real quick. This is the 200. Sorry, I pulled that out of shot because I had to get it open. You get a little less with this guy. Get those instructions that Sideshot hates.
See this? Useless.
And that's what you get with the small one. Alright. Alright, so the first thing you've got to do on the 750, and there's literally warnings and tags everywhere telling you to do this, is to unlock the headlamp, because when they ship it, they don't want it accidentally turned on. So you hold down this button right here for 8 seconds. Boom. We're unlocked. Okay. Alright, so this is the back. It has a battery pack in it. This also has a rear strobe for safety if you need it. And you've got various mode controls, including a red floodlight that can be activated from the front here on the top button. Alright, to charge the big one, the 750, it's a micro USB port. It's on the back, right there. We're going to plug that in, we're going to get it charging. To charge the 200, micro USB port right here on the side. We're going to get both those charging. We'll be back with you. Alright, hey guys, so we're out here. It is dark. Now this is the small one, as we've previously established, because the big one got taken from me. So this is the 200. I've got it on red light mode, which is kind of night light mode. The red light is actually better for night vision. It doesn't blind you. And I've got this tilted down, so this little one recharges. This is the 200 with a micro USB, and if I tilt it all the way up straight ahead, it'll blind the camera. But it's a really cool feature that this thing is tiltable, and it kind of stays attached to the headband. The headband is reflective. It has reflective material in it. And honestly, I can show you how bright this gets. You cycle through the available modes just by tapping the one button that it has. So you're going to tap it, and based on the number of times that you tap it, the first time is the red light, the second time is the white light, and then it goes into strobe modes for red, strobe modes for white, and so on. And then you can also do a dim and bright feature just by holding down that power button. So let me tap it once. It's probably going to blind you. We'll go into the white mode, and then I'll dim it, and you'll get to see that. Here we go. Whoops. So there's the bright light. We'll turn it sideways, and we'll dim it. All right, and that's all the way dim. And then let me get it back to night mode. All right, so honestly, the brightness on this little guy is impressive. It's 200 lumens. This is the 200, and it's more than enough. I mean, it depends on what you're doing, but I could cook with this. I could cook with this in the red mode. I probably just couldn't see the food, but I really like how light this is, and I like how bright it is. And honestly, this is something you could take with you hiking if you wanted to. So We'll get on to the other one here in just a minute. All right, so Sideshot is modeling the 750. Now this is got the red light mode. Turn your head sideways so you're not looking at the camera. Sideshot. Now this one has a couple different white light modes. You can dim the red light just like you can on the smaller 200. You can also tilt here, and it'll tilt down, right? And you can go around back, and there's a strobe feature that you can activate on the back as well. And you have another button up here that we'll get to in a minute. But if you cycle through the settings, it has a spotlight that's white, a floodlight that's white, and then you can have a combo of both of those two. And then you also have strobe capabilities. And it's got one other feature, and this is for that button in the back. Go ahead and put the white light on, Sideshot. So when you have the white light on, leave the white light on. And then you go back here and you hold down this button. It will do a 750 lumen burst, which gets super bright, and it will do that for 30 seconds. Oh my gosh. And that is an insane amount of light. And I don't know what you would be doing at night that you would need that much, but look at that view.
Oops.
Let's do that again. Get it back on the white light. All right, so we're gonna activate that burst again. There it is. Watch this track across the field. Look around. That's very impressive.
Now time to blind the cars coming.
Yeah, right. So there we go. Watch out for that Sasquatch there in the woods. All right, guys, you've seen both of these in action. You've seen a little bit of a demo. Now let's talk specifics and specs and features on each of them now that I've had time to talk you through and show you some examples. First of all, on the 200, I used this little guy exclusively for some nighttime photography, some star photography, some Milky Way photography, and I used it for an entire evening and it did fantastic. This is more than enough. I used it mostly in red light mode, but occasionally I use the white light or the spotlight, and it's fantastic. This guy will get you an entire evening of camping if you leave it on the whole time. It'll get you several nights if you're using it intermittently and you turn it off. It's got side charging on the micro USB port. We mentioned that previously. It's got a tilt out mode or feature to tilt down. I may or may not have shown you that in the video, or you may not have caught it. This is a rain resistant setup. BioLite says they don't want you to submerge it, but you can get it wet. For example, if you're out using it and it happens to rain, you'll be just fine. And you can spot clean or sponge clean the strap. The strap does have reflective material on it, so that, for example, if you're using it out in public places or where there's vehicles and you need to be seen, you can do that. It's very, very light. All right, on the 750, this one will go 7 hours in high mode. It will go 150 hours in low mode. It will literally go for days. BioLite gives you something called constant light mode, which basically means 0 drop in lumens. That will drain the battery faster. This is a good product for someone that needs to use it professionally, or if you're a runner, or maybe a climber or an outdoorsman. Obviously wouldn't want to use it cycling because you've got to have the helmet on, but this is a little bit overkill for just basic camping. That said, this thing is pretty amazing. They've done a good job here with the feel and fit of it, to the point that it's a little bit heavier and more noticeable than the 200, but not so much that it bothers you. It has that same tilt down feature in the front. BioLite has put something in the 750 that they call continuous power mode, and to use that, basically what you do is you connect the USB charging port to a battery pack in your backpack. Now they do give you a longer cable, comes in the kit for that. If you decide to use that, you're going to get insane amounts of time and usage time out of this thing. When you enable the 750 burst mode, BioLite says on their website that it's very bright. That's an understatement. I mean, this thing is ridiculous. It's ridiculous in its brightness, and it's ridiculously cool. Just know that it is a full-featured professional level device, and for a lot of you campers out there, this is probably going to be more than you need. Now, if you do a lot of backcountry backpacking, that sort of thing, this is a great option. Cleaning and water resistance is the same on the 750 as it is on the 200. They are rain resistant. They are not designed to be submerged fully in water, and you would spot clean it with a sponge. A nice feature for traveling that both of these lights have, it's called a lock mode. Now when you get them, they come locked, and you have to hold down the power button for 8 seconds to unlock. The same process is true to lock, and you'll get a little flash confirmation on the light. That keeps you from accidentally discharging the battery in your backpack, for example, but also the 750 gets really, really warm, and you could, especially at high brightness, you could potentially melt something in your bag. So that lock mode is important to use when you travel. All right, guys, some closing thoughts on these. I've owned a lot of headlamps. Many of you know that listen to the podcast. I am an avid camper. I've used a lot of headlamps. I like these for a lot of reasons. I love the rechargeable USB feature instead of having to go to batteries. I just think it's handy. We've all got power packs we take with us now, or ports in our vehicles that we can use to charge them. These are really, really solid headlamps. I like the construction. I like the molding. It's just a well-built product. I've got other BioLite products. I'm a fan of theirs. As far as purchasing one of these, we'll put a link in the description. BioLite has extended us a link that you all can use to get the best price available, so make sure you check that out. Also, if this video has been helpful to you, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Check out our website at partscounterguru.com, and we've got a podcast where we do all kinds of stuff, not just automotive, obviously. We cover some overlanding as well. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.